welcome back to our Surviving Java Series 2. And today we are actually starting over here in the nether, at the nether mob farm. I have accidentally switched my tools around, there we go. And this is the farm that I actually helped Stake build. Now the original design of it is one of, I do believe, Ilmango's very old designs. So it's like a flying machine sort of one, and it's got, I think, 5 levels to it. We did actually end up having to make some changes to this one, though it works extremely efficiently, as you can see for the fact that I'm like level 131 from being over here. The entire sorting system, I do believe the original one was designed before shulker loaders were a thing. So instead of using the original one where it circulated it over multiple different item filters, we have got multiple item filters, but obviously feeding it into shulker loaders to compact and store the items. The fly machines, a couple of them towards the top end, had to sort of be tinkered with for a more compact design. So yeah, I did end up changing them, just not for the fact that it was more compact, but for the fact that they was easier to fix should the area be unloaded whilst it was running. Because if you don't switch it off and make sure, itchy nose, and make sure all of the fly machines have completely stopped, then if you unload the area, the fly machines will get stuck halfway on the platforms. And I can tell you now, trying to get onto the platforms to fix the fly machines is really bad, because obviously we're in the middle of a soul sand valley. If we have a big look at a map, in the middle of a soul sand valley there, and we've got a bunch of striders trapped on either east and west coast of the lava pits, just to stop the other spawns within the area. So yeah, the spawns that you get from this farm are a little bit unreal, and it takes just seconds for the platforms to get just chock-a-block with wither skellies and blazes. So down here is where the shulker loader goes into. There's no point in having shulker loaders for the heads, because they're not a particularly common drop, but the wither skeletons more than most apparently. I should really double look at the filters on them. Coal. And the reason that we're not got that much coal is because I'm gradually using all of the coal to make coal blocks in order to do the walls for decoration. And Stake's not overly pleased with me doing that, because, well, it's a lot of coal blocks, like hours upon hours of grinding here to get blaze rods are fine. Bones we need for other farms, and then I do believe, okay, so golden nuggets obviously come in, but not as quickly as the rest of the items. So this is the nether mob farm. We're going to be going up the ladder, because what we want to do today is, now I already have a gold farm, an overworld version with Mac, but the thing with that is, like, it's an XP and gold farm, it does not produce gold. It probably produces around about 50% of what a nether roof ceiling gold farm does, but the benefits of the one in the overworld is that it's not really affected by the mob cap of other players being anywhere whatsoever. So it will constantly run, and it will constantly give us gold and XP as long as someone's over there. But needing large quantities of gold to make, say, thousands upon thousands of powered rail, I'm going to need a much better and consistent source of it. So I'm going to be flying around, and gathering magma blocks is going to be pretty much my life for the next few hours at least, because I don't know how many floors or how many towers for a gold farm I want to build. All of them work under pretty much the exact same concept, besides the one that I made last season, which was just, the first one was horrendously inefficient, the second one pretty efficient, but still it was an XP plus gold. The ones that we're going to be going for is strictly just gold. I've got loads of glowberries that I'm using for food. I've got some cooked mutton as well, but glowberries are very easy source, and to be honest with you, we're like 4,500 blocks away from spawn, and I forgot to bring extra food with me. And I noticed that Stake left some glowberries, so I've just been using the bones here to grow them. Also on our adventures here, I will be stopping at a Bastion or two to try get the Pigstep disc. And looking here where our iceboat road comes down, we have got a Bastion just over there up on the left. So we're going to be heading northway, obviously along the line, to go hit that Bastion, and I'll be hitting all of the magma block sort of pockets as and when I see them. I have got some fire resist potions, and I've got a totem of undying, because all of the magma pockets, all the magma block pockets are obviously right next to lava, so they're incredibly dangerous to go and harvest because, yeah, working next to lava, always fun. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this, and once I get to the Bastion, I'll bring you back in hopes that nothing drastically goes wrong when we do that. But yeah, catch you back in a sec. Alright then guys, so I've sort of made my way somewhere northwards, but I went a little bit off course and to the right, and I've ended up at a Bastion over here. It's one of the shady ones, which I'm not a fan of, and it's in a Crimson Forest, which I'm even more not a fan of. And there's a brute over there as well. 2 brutes, 3 brutes, 4 brutes, 4 brutes. Okay, yeah, okay. And I don't wear any gold, so this is going to be a little bit of a problem. Oh, come on, that's a little bit cheaty. But we're going to have a little poke to see if there's anything decent in here, and we are going to do a respawn point just on the off chance that I do die. And then okay, yeah, you know what, let's store the stuff that we have got already. And I think what I may do, let me just have a second to sort out my inventory, because I've got a bunch of stuff on me that I don't actually need. Alright, I'm sorted now, respawn point set, but I've just dug a hole down here and it does not seem to be a good vantage point, so we're just going to cover that hole back up. We are, the annoying thing is I am actually running a crossbow, which, to be honest with you, not the best weapon of choice. Let's just create a little pathway over, say, here, where I'm fairly sure there is ground underneath, because if we do die, we are obviously going to want to be able to get there in order to get our stuff. And if we do a little staircase down here, we can actually get down there, which is fine. And I've got boats on my hotbar because, so I said if you're getting chased by one of the brutes, like the ones over there, having a boat to throw down can actually be pretty life-saving. So I'm going to take her word for it and run around with a boat in my pocket. Yeah, that should be fine. See what we've got. Gilded blackstone. I'll take that. I'll take the golden carrots. And I'll take the chains just because they're a chore to craft. But yeah, as you can see with the achievement, first time I've been in the Bastion this season. I'll take that as well. So yeah, let me go around and I'll probably bring you back for any chests that I come across. And then just drop down, open this, and not get what we wanted to get. You know what, I will take them and I'll drop off the garbage I don't want. Is there any other chests here? I call the baby ones because I can just jog on. I'm not really fussed about them. Okay, you go away. No, 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 no. Shit. Oh, crap, 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 crap. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sai. Oh god, that could have been so bad. Luckily I got the fire resist potion going. These guys, they do hit fairly hard, but the brutes, oh my god, they are so bad and they just hit so quick. And let's see if this one, still not. Okay, I think we're covered. Take the golden apple, magma creams and fire resist potions. Oh, come on. Absolute garbage. I'm breaking 2. How's this got damage taken off of it? no, no. No! It was bound to happen. 132 levels as well. I'm just really panicky about the fact that it died right next to the ledge. Got my carrots. Yeah, so I got my tools, my armour. So I didn't really lose anything overly valuable. Not that I can see anyway. Oh wow, some of that really did just explode everywhere. Yes! Oh my god, thank you. Ah, so long. so very long and a death. But I will carry on to clear this one out, and I've got a secondary ender chest on me to put this away as soon as I've got it. So let me take you out, put you in there. Just top up my golden carrots. Gilded away. I've got over a stack of gilded, like 2 stacks of gilded, a bunch of chrome obsidian, 7 ancient debris. I did put a bunch of stuff in the other shulker. Where are you? Yeah, in this one as well. So I've got another ancient debris plus scrap, so 8 ancient debris and 1 scrap. 27 plus like nearly over a full stack of gold blocks. The diamonds was from the shopping district. Banner snouts, like 5 of them. Bunch of piglin heads and piglin brutes. More piglin brutes and piglins and hoglins. So yeah, all in all, I'm not doing terribly, provided I get back. But I've got the Pigstep, and that's pretty much. Now I could go back to just mining the what I actually came out here to do, which is the magma. And the worst thing is that I've got like literally about 4 hours worth of recorded video time Bastion raiding, just so when I did finally get the disc, it wasn't going to be a case where, oh no, I've just found it. It's just so I could so you could tell how tired I am after having been raiding for so long. But yeah, I'm going to carry on clearing this one and crack on with the magma block hunting, and then I will probably bring you back when we're ready to start building the gold farm whilst listening to the Pigstep CD, because we've definitely earned that privilege now. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you back in a bit. Alright guys, so we finally got the actual gold farm built. It didn't actually take too long, considering that there was, I think there was 4 of us building it in the end. We had help from, obviously, Cloud, as well as Sai, and Lex actually came over to help us. And with all 4 of us working on it, it did actually get done in around about 2.5 to 3 hours, I think, total build time. So a big thank you for them 3 helping me out with this. It actually took a lot longer gathering the resources than it did, and that's not including the hellish time that I had Bastion raiding. But yeah, we did actually finally get the disc. Now, obviously, this farm, I've only had it running for around about half hour, 45 minutes since I came back over here, since it's been built. So we can quickly have a quick look to see. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense, but we'll have a quick look just to see how well. So that's like double chest and a bit from about half hour, 45 minutes. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's well over a stack of gold blocks, so that is not hard. That's not hard going at all. And obviously, you've probably seen this design around about 100 times over, so I'm not overly worried about explaining to you how it all works. It's a very bog standard sort of nether roof mob farm, well, gold farm, and it just works with the principle that the eggs attract the zombified piglins, and then they all get attracted, run to the middle, the grindstones align them for the drop chute, they drop down, and then it's all happy days. So it's not too bad, and they spawn very regularly considering it's just me and one other person on, and I'm assuming that he is not currently in the nether. But before we end today's episode off, I'd much rather go over and, wow, look at that, it's nuts. I'd much rather go over and show you the other gold farm that me and Mac has built on the server. So yeah, I guess I'll meet you over there. Okay, so as you can probably tell, this is an overworld gold farm that me and Mac, well, first of all, we had to collect a ridiculous amounts of obsidian, so we just go outside for a little fly around so I can show you what's going on. Now, we had to collect a insane amount of obsidian, obviously, for this. The reason that we went for this farm first of all before the other one is mainly because this one's not dependent on no one else being in the nether, so it gives us a continuous support of gold throughout, regardless of how many people are on the server, which is extremely good. Not to mention, it's an extremely efficient XP farm, and to be honest with you, it is the main source of XP that everyone on the server seems to use, which gives me and Mac like a constant and steady supply of gold for the bartering hall. And as you can see, it works pretty well. Now, the actual design itself, it's not a new concept, the overworld gold farm using portals, but Mac actually mocked up the design itself, so big props to him. And then me and him built it. Me, Cloud, Sai and Mac all contributed in collecting the obsidian. So if we go to our items mined, if we scroll down just a little bit, I've got just over 8,000 obsidian mined, because obviously all of the obsidian mined on this, we've not got an obsidian generator or a auto collection system for it. So yeah, everything had to be mined by hand, and yeah, that was fun early game, I can tell you that now, because we had 1 beacon, and obviously even with a beacon, haste 2 and netherite picks, it still takes a very long time to mine this sort of obsidian. And we've got 3 layers of these size portals, and then obviously water streams that funnel them down to the middle. And then the whole area, while Mac was doing the outline for me to then start filling in, and Cloud to start filling in the walls and that with obsidian, I actually laid down 1 moss block and just started bone mealing and went a little bit mad with it. So while this was getting built, I was sort of doing the decorating of the actual island itself, and we've not got over to that area yet, but it is extremely easy. It did not take longer than around about 4 hours in total to run round and just bone mill the entire island, so it was nice and green and lush. And then I threw in a turtle sanctuary farm over here, which is can you get back in your pen? Okay, yeah. So you just like feed them the seagrass, the baby turtles hatch, they drop down the edge and obviously suffocate in the walls, and then that gives us the scoots. I'm not sure, yeah, we've got 16 in there and a bunch of grass because I've been collecting it. And then I also went ahead and built a flying machine kelp farm back here, so when anyone's in the area, this tends to be running. And no doubt that we've probably got a whole bunch of I've got around about a double chest of kelp already, and we've just got a hidden little trapdoor because it's not a particularly pretty build. Like them first few are running, these are probably Okay, that's fine. So what happens every now and again is the flying machines themselves get stuck. Yeah. So it's not doing too bad, and then we've got like a full double chest of kelp blocks there. Some kelp in there. Every now and again we do get ink sacks that get stuck. Got a bunch of kelp blocks in there. Now, considering that we've got a nether mob farm for coal and blaze rods as fuel, the kelp itself is not really used as a fuel source for me. It tends to be a optional decorational block because it is pretty nice. Now, every now and again I've completely veered off as to why I came over here. I was meant to be showing you the gold farm. Every now and again the flying machines do get stuck, like that one there is always stuck halfway through. We've got one down the far end that's probably stuck halfway through, and that's just because when people load and leave the area, they're very easy flying machines to reactivate. You just need to put a block in front of the observer. But this gold farm can be activated for an XP farm by the lever switch, which is down here, which is how comes we have an enchanting setup. All the drops get picked up by a hopper system underneath. This is Doris. Now, Doris was initially meant to be our source of aggroing the zombie pigmen, but we did find out that even throwing snowballs at Doris there, by the time they were dropping down, they was not passing aggro high enough, so eventually, after around about 2 or 3 minutes, they would stop aggroing. So when we flip this lever, if we wait for a moment, I don't know who keeps on putting torches here, but it's really annoying. They will now start dropping XP. And what we figured out is that initially we tried having a snowman down here just launching snowballs permanently at Doris to keep the aggro, and that wasn't quite working. So then we thought, well, if we can just hook up a lever switch for a snowman up top to aggro the pigmen as they was coming down into the water stream. So we have got any blocks on me? I'm going to actually have to use ender chest to pick her up. Yeah, so this snowman's just launching the snowballs at the zombified piglins as they come into the bottom water stream. So as they're dropping down, they're aggroed, and as long as they're aggroed on something, they will then drop XP. So it is actually a pretty decent workaround, and it allows us to turn on and off the XP section, because sometimes when you're AFK, if you're not picking up the XP, your frame rate will drop, because as you can see, all of these XP orbs will just sort of build up on the ground if someone's not here ready to pick them up. And because they're not aggroed on you as they're falling, they do not attempt to hit you. So you can just stand here and get XP, and it's quite safe to AFK. The only danger is every now and again you'll get zombies that spawn in the area due to the horde mechanic when they get aggroed by the snowballs. And they will sort of spawn randomly in any sort of dark spots up there and make their way down. So it is one of them at your own risk to AFK for the XP, but otherwise it is relatively safe to come here, repair all your tools, and sort of just get all the levels that you need. This is where I get pretty much all of my XP from, this and the nether mob farm. But yeah, that's the 2 different XP farms. Now, we did actually get the what should I call it? Dubstep. And have we got a jukebox? Because I'm not going to put it there because that's a hopper floor, and if anything that gets dropped there as an entity will get eaten. So, word of the wise not to do that. Grab you. Nice. So, I think that's going to do it today. We've checked out this gold farm and we built a whole gold farm. A big thank you, first of all, to Mac for the designing and building of this gold farm. It was a fun project to work on, and we went for this one mainly because we had built around about 4 nether roof gold farms in last season. Oh my god, that's so loud. And then a big thank you also to Cloud, Sai and Lex for helping me build the nether roof gold farm, just for the quick influx of gold for the barring haul that we're going to need in the future. So yeah, I think it was a good episode, and I'm quite happy with the progress that we've made, besides doing the Bastion raiding. But for this tune, absolutely worth it. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.